still act better than a motherfucker. Like you still worried about what the fuck I got going on. You still worried about what I'm doing. You still trying to count my pockets. Well, how you doing this and how you doing that? Don't worry about it, bitch. Worry about what the fuck you got going on.
Let's talk your shit Saturday.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm talking shit every goddamn motherfucking day.
It's kind of dope.
All right, y'all about ready?
Let's do it.
Turn up.
I'll be moving around a little bit. Hopefully my rusty ass knees don't get in the camera. Justin, I feel underdressed, bro. I should have put me, you know what I'm saying? Little, you know what I mean? Little you dig on, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, come on, man.
You know what I
Got the
mean?
button on, the two rifles behind him. He on some bullshit.
Two guns
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
Two
Yeah.
guns up.
Hey, short story.
I'm listening.
Jamal, I'm talking to Jamal.
Hold on. We are recording. It
Okay.
may or may not be used, but go ahead.
Okay. Short story right quick, Jamal. I'm gonna give you a backstory, all right? You ready? Check this out. So when me and Chris first met, right? He didn't really particularly care for me. And I was okay with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. I don't know this nigga no way, right? But anyway, so I told him, I said, hey man, I don't know how we got to talk about it. But I was like, yeah, I'm gonna give me a Crown Vic. I'm gonna ride around with an AR in the back seat. You know what I'm saying? Or in the trunk or something like that, I said. That nigga like,
Backseat.
you gonna ride around with a fucking AR? Who the fuck does that? Or whatever he said, right? Well, Chris.
Yo.
Ta-da.
Everything but the Crown Vic.
Yeah, I let that go. I sold that one.
Hey, you ain't gotta be a nigga your whole life, dog.
Exactly.
hey, Justin.
Of course.
But
Hey, see,
my real
I'm from Chicago. Hey, see, I'm from Chicago, so I can't have like that shit. So I got
wait. But my real garage go to. Hold on, I had to turn around though. Hold on. My real garage go to. They call me Machete. Call me Machete Chris.
Yep. I got to shake niggas. Got to shake a nigga. I got the handle on this nigga. I'm shaking.
Yeah. Call me Machete. All right, gentlemen. We're gonna get started. Yo, I'm Osiris the God. I got Jamal the Fly God. I got Justin on. And today's Saturday. We're gonna talk some shit. So, Jamal, you had a few things you wanted to touch on, man. What was that Tory Lanez and that Meg shit? I'm sure that's something we can share our ideas on, you know, from a male's perspective, because they say I be in women's business and shit, but fuck them hoes.
Yeah, man, that's a clear case of just like it's really fuck all niggas right now. Because in my opinion, based on what I was seeing in the court statement, he ain't had no DNA on the gun. Somebody else, another witness, confirmed that her best friend, the one did the shooting, and his ass still got convicted.
Yeah, they hung him.
They
pretty much hung him. But what we didn't know is like they charged him with everything else except shooting her though.
Yeah.
Like everything that went around that shit is what they charged him with.
But I let you know there was gun for him.
So me not being up to speed on it, who did they convict anybody for shooting her? Actually shooting her?
So that's where it's kind of blurry. That's where it's kind of blurry, but a gun was fired.
Because I seen the witness across the way on his back patio seen it, and he said that he seen a female fire for shot, I thought.
Right, her best friend. They got mad because
he was smashing both of them.
Tory smashing both of them, and they found out, and so they was wilding out at Caitlyn Jenner's party, and she put them out, and then they kept going in the car and shit.
Okay, so allegedly the friend shot her.
The friend?
No, right now, how going in court of law? No, ain't no allegedly. Tory Lanez shot her.
Well, you just
from what I gathered, this is my limited research, right? From what I gathered, the other chick, the friend, the female, she shot, right? And he took the gun from her and emptied the remaining rounds in the magazine. Some gunshot, some fragments is what hit her in the foot. So, I mean, in a court of law, if you shoot a gun and some bullet fragments hit somebody else, you pretty much
You
shot him.
shot somebody. You shot somebody. Yep.
You shot him. Why he would do that silly shit, I don't know. And I did a lot of silly shit in my day, but why you would take the gun from somebody and then empty the motherfucking magazine while y'all driving? I mean, I don't get that. Like, what are you trying to prove?
Right. And you in Hollywood, California.
Right. And your ass black. And you from fucking Canada or Barbados or where the fuck you from.
Oh,
Nigga, you going home.
Deport.
Yeah, after he do that bid, he going home. They're gonna deport his ass.
Yeah, you're going home, nigga. You're going home. Bye.
Wow.
But it's a classic case with Meg though, where she lied about having sex with the man.
What
And everything.
again? Because now,
But no, this at the beginning she lied about it.
What you say?
She lied about it at the beginning.
Oh, so obviously he was smashing both of them, though, right?
Word.
And then, hey, so you know the baby came out and said he had smashed her a couple times too, right?
Yep.
Which it seemed like in turn to ruin his career.
Nah, that shit he said about the LMNOP community ruined his shit.
Yeah, the LGBT community
Yeah,
canceled his ass.
yeah, them niggas don't play, boy. They worse than the motherfucking union.
Who? Oh, the Alphabet Boy?
Hell yeah, and then we ain't talking about the FBI, nigga. We talking about LMNOP.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Plus
them niggas don't play, boy. I ain't scared of them, but shit, I don't want no problems either.
that part. So
So so it just shows that at the end of the day, it's a double standard where, you know, literally black women can get away with murder, and a nigga shit, he gonna get hung out to dry immediately.
okay, yeah. But then I think too, you know, he gotta accept some responsibility himself because, like y'all just saying, the shit he did was dumb as fuck.
Yeah, in the car, man.
Yeah.
In the car.
I mean, so you got him and himself. Tory Lanez has to accept some responsibility. I mean, I can't say justice has served one with another, but I'm just saying from what we see in the limited information I got, the shit he did, bro. Come on now, that's some shit that fucking high school kids do.
Then they got him on video. Then they got him on audio. Apologize.
Yeah, but one fucked up thing what I learned about is like when you start apologizing for some shit, you automatically taking responsibility.
Yeah.
That's almost like admitting guilt. So if the three of us in the car and the lights go out and somebody gets slapped and the lights come back on, we don't know who slapped who, but I'll be like, damn, Justin, my bad. You be like, yo, bad, nigga, that mean you did it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
If Jamal don't say nothing, he looking like shit, and I didn't slap you. But I'm like, damn, Justin, my fault.
Yeah.
My fault, nigga, you slapped me.
Right.
Admitting guilt. Why? Because in their eyes, it's like most people apologize because they feel some type of sympathy for the situation, or they want to show some type of compassion or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But you got to be careful in them situations because when you being that compassionate person and speaking first instead of just shutting the fuck up, you'll pretty much criminalize yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You'll indict yourself on that shit. Just like, why are you apologizing if you ain't do nothing? That's like when the police be like, why are you running if you ain't do nothing? Nigga, because y'all the police, nigga.
That's just like an example of a nigga ain't gonna win in this situation at all.
Right.
Ain't gonna win.
So I feel for my guy. I really don't think he did all that shit, and I really think it's the old girl. But what else I heard? What else I heard is his lawyer dropped the bag with that shit, bringing up what's her name, Kelsey or some shit like that, Kelsey, whatever, bringing up some old shit that she said. So once they brought that up, it was now admissible in court. So they was able to just go and use that whole testimony that she said and use it against everybody.
Yeah, and she took immunity. Once a motherfucker take immunity, you already know they on bullshit.
Exactly.
Right. Okay. Well, that's that on that. Then I guess, hey, that's my guy. Hey, sorry.
I mean, it just boiled down to this. I mean, unfortunately, we're gonna stay on niggas for a minute. Niggas ain't got no common sense, man. I mean, prime example is Young Thug.
Mm, that's that Rico shit. I be trying to
Man,
tell
they've been watching
you,
this
but
nigga
stop that
since
gang gang
they
shit.
watching this nigga since 2015.
That gang gang shit gonna get you
Wait,
Rico.
wait, God, Lee, I'm so out of the loop, man. Come on, bring me the speed on that too. Shit.
Damn, but see, this is why we talk shit about niggas from Mississippi. Boy, and any nigga live in Texas, I'm gonna get
Hey,
roasted.
because hey, a nigga that's out of Mississippi, living in Texas, ain't studying, ain't on, I ain't pay attention to that shit. But anyway,
Time for the bullshit, dog. Too busy trying to get to it. I ain't got time for that. That nigga hunting
Right.
deer and shit, hunting deers and driving tractors and shit. He ain't got time to be doing all that.
Hey, hey, Jay, the moral of the story is this nigga wanted to be a rap slash kingpin slash gangster. The
okay.
shit went left, and all his so-called gangster niggas took plea deals on
So now he finna go to prison.
Yeah,
for life.
they,
Huh?
they on some Rico shit. You know, Rico shit.
For
So
life.
all right. So Rico shit is like if I was doing some fuck shit, right? And we all on Talk Your Shit Saturday right now, and we discussing a few of the details. You ain't even really got to be involved for them to loop you in. The fact that you discussing anything with me makes you, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You automatically a co-defendant.
So
If you
Jay,
be like, if you be
they'll
like,
tell
yo,
us,
Chris, if you be like, yo, Chris, I blew a nigga brains out the other day, rolled up on him, bang, 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 and I'm like, word,
Damn.
that's
Right.
it. Whoa, Peter, man, Peter.
and this is the crazy shit, Jay. This is the crazy shit, Jay. They'll tell us, hey man, y'all niggas about to do 40 years unless you say that Chris is the head of this entity. He's the head of Talk Your Shit Saturday. And if you say that shit right now, you can walk right now. What you think a nigga gonna do?
Motherfucker gonna say
Chris,
it's
hey,
Chris
Chris, you
shit.
had to talk some shit said off
That's
the real.
Chris shit. You better look at them videos. His name is, I only been in one. That's Chris shit.
Yeah. So okay. So everybody rolled on him. Now he finna go do life for. He finna do life for real.
Yeah, they convict him. Yeah, he could do life.
I don't know
God.
exactly how much time he facing.
Only thing that could save him is one of them motherfucking feds fucked up when they arrested him or took some shit.
Damn.
He gonna have to plea out to some shit his damn self though.
Yeah, he doing so. He gonna do a minimum 25 years minimum.
What?
Yeah, minimum.
Yeah, I don't see Thugger coming home no time soon, Playboy.
God. Damn.
But once again, dog, you making no. He one of the very few niggas in rap that's actually making some bread. You know what I'm saying? He making probably about 2-3 million a year, 4-5 million a year, somewhere around there. And he still want to run around play king, gang kingpin.
Right.
Man. Mm.
And so with him, it makes the sense the whole time. He running around like he playing like he gay and shit. This nigga a true life gangster. Remember this nigga this the same nigga running around with dresses on and shit.
Yeah.
Talking about he smoking dicks and shit.
But in real life, he was getting to it, I guess. Because none of that sexual in orientation shit mean nothing. When motherfuckers gonna bang, they gonna bang regardless.
The nigga was too smart because he appealed to the alphabet boys, but the alphabet boys got in his business. And then told the real alphabet boys.
Right.
Damn.
Right.
Damn.
ABC got to talking to XYZ.
They was like, yeah, but in his music and on social media, he portray this, but when we go really fuck with him, he really on some gangster shit.
Damn.
Now, young boy, I think they really turned super gay is NBA young boy. That nigga running around with eyeshadow and fingernail polish.
He right around what?
He said eyeshadow and fingernail.
Eyeshadow and fingernail polish.
God damn. Boy, I need to watch more TV, I guess.
Nah, man, ain't shit out there with bullshit, champ.
You ain't missing nothing.
Hey, man, because look, how they say, I'm oblivious to this.
I try to be, man. I try to be. I
I
try to
don't know about none of them. You just told me the man getting 25 years. I'm like, what?
yeah, I try to be.
Yeah, yeah. I gotta stay tapped in because I gotta fuck with these knucklehead ass kids.
Yeah, that's
So
true. That's true.
just to stay in tune to the bullshit they be talking about to be on, I gotta act like I know something.
Right?
Okay. How's everything coming on that end anyway? You know, with the kids and
Yeah, that shit crazy, dog. Before school let out, shit, in 3 weeks, we had what? 15 kids shot, 7 kids killed. Three of them got killed right after they got out of school as they going dismissing shit. I fucking shot them down as they were walking the block away from the school.
Well,
dang.
Yeah, they playing real life Green Theft Auto and GTA in this motherfucker.
yeah, they'd have been desensitized from that shit.
Yeah, that's a simulation for their ass right now. That
Yeah.
gun you got behind you, Justin. That gun you got behind you, Justin. It's a 13-year-old. They got that same gun to your left, or my left, however it goes, and that motherfucker got a drum on,
Dang.
and he gonna spray that bitch in any given moment.
Because these niggas can't fight.
Oh no, I mean, what is a fight?
We really
What
can't fight.
if they go fight? They go jump on you. You gonna be like 7-on-1.
Niggas can't.
Yeah. Damn.
You know who fight right now? The girls.
But it won't be long before they start blowing motherfuckers down too.
Well, they doing it. They just they fly on the radar. I mean, if you want to talk about some global shit now, the number one assassin in the world is the female.
Mm. So all right, so that brings me to this. I want to talk to y'all about this. So women want equality, but only want the good shit. Like everybody, I basically don't put it like this. Everybody want to be a nigga until it's time to be a nigga. Like women they want to be treated equally, right? So if a nigga out there being a hoe, you gonna call that nigga a hoe. He a hoe. That nigga out there getting to it, he a hoe. Right? But she out there getting into it, you gonna call her a hoe. I ain't no hoe. I'm just comfortable with my sexuality. No, bitch, you a hoe. You the same shit we is. We gonna drag you in the mud, bitch. You community property. You for the streets like me. Right?
Right.
You that's anybody can get that. You know what I'm saying? Hold that shit. Why they don't want to hold that? Like they want to.
So I think what's going on, God, it kind of took me a while. I've been kind of muffling with this thought and this opinion for a minute. Is that when I study like true African history, like back in the day, way before they was writing, any textbooks, the most vicious warrior and the motherfucker that was having the most motherfucking sexual encounters was the black female. And when you think about our role in the community was we was the teachers / the protectors. So at the end of the day, even though the females was ridiculous warriors, we still was their bodyguard in a sense. And they were known, them type of warriors, they were known for having a minimum of 15 to 20 niggas. And then they had a main nigga, you know what I'm saying? They had a main nigga that was in the crib raising the shorties. So fast forward to now, it's that women, we all going back to our true essence, but they didn't pervert it and they didn't fuck it up where in their mind, they fuck, especially black women, they fuck their head up where they put them on a pedestal without any type of real rationale. So you pretty much got a whole bunch of black women, and I say all women, that's big ass babies. If they don't have it their way, they're gonna powder box.
But what I'm saying is like you want to be us till it's time to get down like us. You feel what I'm saying? Like you don't want none of the stigma that come along with us.
Well, I would say that went for some of us that are lucky to have some like traditional throwback type of women in the 80s and 90s women, but these new breed women, shit, nigga, they brag about how many dicks they got. Just think about how.
Until you start calling them hoes, because y'all hoes is hoes.
Well, I would say, I would say that goes for the chicks in our age group. When you go a little bit under our age group, the young bitches like being called hoes.
I don't care. Them hoes
Yeah.
is 80. They hoes. You
Yeah,
was
they
an
don't,
80-year-old,
they don't mind it though.
60-year-old hoe, a 20-year-old hoe. Bitch, you been a hoe your whole life.
What I'm saying, Chris, is that at the end of the day, the mentality at this moment we living in is that these hoes don't care about being hoes. They'll
Right.
literally tell you, like, look, if you want to fuck with me, you gotta drop that bag. And then you be like, what's the bag? I need about 500. He gonna look around, he gonna make an executive decision, and 9 times out of 10, he finna drop that bag.
I'm the 1 out of 10 because I ain't met no one shot $500 pussy yet.
I agree. I'm with you. I'm with you. Because
Maybe
we
I was
come
fishing
from
in the wrong pond, but
we come from
500
an
a while.
era. Remember, we come from an era where it wasn't about status or what you drove. It was really about that motherfucking mouthpiece. You know what I'm saying? That's the era we come from. Remember, we had shit like Freaknik, Galveston Beach, where all you went there, you would say hi, and that chick would look you up and down and say, "Let's go." And at that moment, everybody was being a hoe. It wasn't even talked about like, man, she a hoe. Now we'll go back and tell the stories from Freaknik and Galveston Beach. Now I ran these hoes, but it wasn't nothing looked upon like how can I say it? On some whole shit, because everybody knew if you went to Freaknik Galveston Beach, you was gonna get ran down.
Right.
Male or female. And we all know, fast forwarded to this moment, them same chicks you talking about that want to be niggas or want to fuck like niggas and get upset when they get called out on it are the same hoes that was at Freaknik and Galveston Beach bent over getting smashed out in the cherry Caprice.
No, that's their daughters. Because they already pregnant. That's their daughters.
Well, that's what
It's their daughters.
Right.
Their daughters. But y'all hoes is hoes. I mean, just call it what it is. Like I'm with Riley Freeman. Like, why do I need to take you out? It's for what?
Well,
Why would I need to do
what I realized, like my man, he divorced. He just got divorced about 3 years ago. Once he got divorced, the guys looked out for him. This nigga went from being with her for 15 years and only making like 65,000, and then once the divorce, he jumped up to making almost 375. Right? So you already know what happened. Once he started making that money, he went left, and so he originally went back into the dating scene, as he was telling me, where he meeting chicks and shit, and they coming with, you got to pay this and pay that. And somebody told him to fuck with Tinder, and next thing you know, he come a Tinder fiend where all he doing is swiping left, and he telling me in a week he done struck 13 motherfuckers in a week. And so he said, do the math. I'd rather pay for hotel rooms and protection and shit like that and liquor and smash something versus pay this money to try to get to know the motherfucker. And at the end of the day, it pans out nothing. So we have an economy at this moment right now where niggas that want to play that get to know you game, I say it's cap, because at the end of the day, there's something called Tinder and other sites where all you got to do is swipe left, and that same motherfucker that's charging that other motherfucker $500 is going to swipe left on you, and you're going to smash for the low.
Right. Just so you can skip the bullshit, basically.
And so now, why is that a hack in the game where you got that same motherfucker telling somebody else what you bringing to the table?
So let me ask you this. This bring up another point I wanted to say. So once he leveled up after he separated from old girl, how you think she felt? Like y'all, we've all had previous relationships. In previous relationship where you leave one person and then you level up with your next relationship, or you might even not be in a relationship. You might leave one person and just level up personally. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be financially, professionally, whatever the case may be. But you always end up with that one bitter ass fucking ex. You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't doing that shit when he was with me. He wasn't doing this when he was with me. You know what I'm saying? I
Well,
made it
so in
like
this
that.
story, this one of them like Rudy stories where it's a good ending for the brother man because she dogs him the whole rip because he making 65 and she making like 175 and she pretty much saying because she bringing home all the bank, she was smashing any nigga brother and then she ended up leaving him for a stripper ass nigga, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then once he left him for the stripper nigga was like, I'm living my life, and so he leveled up, and now she got a new baby born baby with the stripper dude, and he working on kid number 12.
Right.
So she could be bitter all she wants to, but it's one of them things where she's silently bitter because what she was doing when she quote unquote had the keys to the car because she was making more money.
But it's like the ex end up staying in the same mental space after the breakup. Like it's
Yeah,
like
because
they treat you as if like okay, so this ain't no secret. I got baby mamas more than once, right? So I've separated from one and then leveled up, right? But bitch, you still act better than a motherfucker. Like you still worried about what the fuck I got going on. You still worried about what I'm doing. You still trying to count my pockets. Well, how you doing this and how you doing that? Don't worry about it, bitch. Worry about what the fuck you got going on.
remember when I made that statement early that most women are children, and what happens with children where you playing with a motherfucker and all of a sudden you don't want to play with no more. He go play with somebody else, and now you get upset that kid playing with somebody else, the shit with the Play-Doh and shit.
Right.
So in real life, she don't want you when she with you, but now that she's seeing you with somebody else and leveled up, and it could be level up on various levels that was hit that motherfucker soul to the core, will eat the motherfucker. It could be that you get with a motherfucker that she thinks, and it's not nothing that you think, it's what she thinks that looks better than her.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like she think you went to go get a dime, bitch, so you done level up on her, or like you said, now all of a sudden you riding a new whip, you got a new job, and you looking good, smelling good. She now like,
You're supposed
yeah.
to progress. You're supposed to be able to leave one relationship in that space that you was in and progress. Like you should be able to live life. You shouldn't be digressing after you leave that relationship. You should take what you learned from the relationship and whatever that person poured into you, apply it and move. But it's apparent that you didn't do it or it didn't really work out, whatever the case may be. But once you leave, both of y'all should level up. The thing is, one person stays stagnant and the other person rises.
Yeah, because I mean, so it's like this, like y'all know I'm a married nigga. I got lucky and won the lottery and shit. But before that, I was Future before Future was even thought about. You know what I'm saying? I had that mentality where it was you gonna lay down and move around. You know what I'm saying? So it was a point where at the end of the day I was moving around because it was no level up, and then all of a sudden I meet a motherfucker where it's constantly levels up. And then all of a sudden you get all these constant levels up. Now there's this shit called accountability. And any hoe ass nigga that this was fucking bitches and never really knew what accountability was, that's a big jump where you see the difference between messing with a nothing ass chick than with a chick with some type of substance, where if you meet a chick with a substance, nigga, you gonna level up 7 times a day as
Right.
long as you with her. And so now, once you start leveling up, and it's wild shit. Like before I met Tiff, I didn't believe in getting my feet done, my nails done. I met that wild motherfucker. That's in my daily budget now. You know what I'm saying?
That boy got the little fish and shit eating at the dead skin and shit like that.
Yeah, all that shit. Yeah, all that shit. Yeah. And so,
What's your take on it? Like people leveling up after the previous relationship, like moving on to do grow and do bigger and better things. I want to see anybody I dealt with. I want to see them prosper. That's just me. I don't want to see you drown.
So most niggas, what you said earlier, most niggas are gonna level up because what happens is you learn from your previous relationship. As I keep saying, for a lot of women, if they're going in with a selfish ego mentality, meaning a child mentality, they're not gonna learn nothing from the previous relationship and literally get in the exact same type of relationship with a different type of nigga, but same type of outcome.
Right.
And so what happens is most niggas is always gonna level up because he is gonna learn from that previous relationship. Like, I gotta do this different. And niggas know like the difference of a wild chick, a bad chick, a chick that you know you're gonna have to bring it, and a chick that you just gonna play with. And we know the difference between all those type of chicks and shits. And so there's all different type of energies we bring. Now the problem is that we don't have that issue where we gotta try to navigate between real and fake with these bitches now because we married niggas. And reason that's one of the reasons that we was married. Because even though, well, speaking for myself, I was a whole ass nigga, I knew that game wasn't gonna be prosperous for me in the long run. So it was no brainer for me to say, let me try this shit.
Because it's not sustaining. It's really not sustaining.
Right.
Right.
What you thinking, Justin? I see you over there.
I agree.
With the, what's that? A pure white? Niggas still drink Hennessy?
Man, every now and again. Yeah.
Hey man, that's a down south. Hey Jay, next time you come up here, dog, I got some shit for you. I got some Hennessy, and they merged it with THC, boy. You'll love that shit.
He did that shit to us in Florida, man. Don't you trust that boy?
Hey.
That nigga's had watching the Spanish motherfucking Born Identity. That nigga Justin said, shit, I thought I knew what they were saying.
Y'all niggas watching movies in Spanish and shit can't speak no Spanish.
I knew Spanish that day.
Well, yeah, hey, I agree with you, Chris, on each individual try to level up. But the thing about that is, I mean, that shit sound good in a fairy tale or movie, but real life, I think more times than not, people ain't happy for the next person. That's just like, I'm gonna go off the rails a little bit, but it's just like in what I've learned lately in success, right? If you're successful, you would think, oh, people should be happy for me, my family should be happy for me, and it's nah. In a fairy tale world, yes, but in real life, in this life that we live now, nah. So it's the same thing with a female. I mean, you and a baby mama or ex or whatever you want to call it, go y'all separate ways. Y'all went y'all separate ways for a reason, and chances are that reason ain't a good reason. So when she look upon you and see that you may be doing better, from her standpoint or from the lens she looking at you at, that you're doing better. Now she ain't gonna congratulate that. It take a real one to do that now. To congratulate you.
Does that kind of?
Huh?
I'm sorry my bad for cutting you off, but does that kind of fall under like what is a quote I seen? It was like inspiration can be looked at as taunting depending on who's receiving it.
Yes. Okay. You can label it and dress it and season it up how you want to season it up, but the fact remains is, hey, not everybody gonna be happy. See, and you the person on the good end, right? Now, so let's just hypothetically, let's say you sitting up here smoking cigars, talking shit with your homeboys, living a good life. You ain't worried about rent. Well, hell, we ain't got rent. We got mortgages now. You ain't worried about what mortgage will come from. You ain't worried about you ain't worried. So you can see that. You can see that shine. You can see that glow. But now X over here trying to figure out where the next meal will come from. You know what I'm saying? The nigga she fucking with paying out to be the type of nigga she thought he was. You know what I'm saying? So when she look at you, even though they ain't got nothing to do with you, when she look at you, nigga, it's gonna be some resentment there. It's gonna be some hate there. It's gonna be some like, nigga, fuck you there.
Why? We all made a decision. Why though? We all made a decision. She made her decision. I made mine. It just didn't pan out for you like it panned out for me.
So Jay, I'm with Chris with this. Like at the end of the day, the difference, my opinion, the difference between man and women is that we make business decisions, meaning that we know certain moves not only gonna be detrimental to us, it's gonna be detrimental to the family, meaning that we all know niggas don't leave relationships. Let me
No,
repeat
no. I disagree.
that.
I disagree.
Okay.
'Cause I'm a nigga
Okay.
that leave a relationship. I'm not the motherfucker to stick around. I'm not the nigga that's gonna be like, oh, we gonna work this out. We
Come
gonna
on
give it another shot. We gonna do this. We gonna do that. Bitch, when I
now.
see what it is,
Well, you the anomaly because numbers show that most motherfuckers that in marriages and relationships is 70% women, meaning that if shit ain't going their way or if they feel a certain type of way, they'll forsake everything. You know what I'm saying? On some
Jamal,
bullshit.
I'm gonna agree with Jamal on this because I feel like I'm the type of guy. You know what I'm saying? To a certain degree.
yo,
You
stick
know,
around ass nigga.
yeah.
Okay.
Hey, because I'm gonna be real.
I'm the weird one here.
No. Listen, hear me out, man. Hear me
I'm
out.
the weird one. Okay.
When I got in this to win, right? I got in this for eternity. I got in this for for the reasons, right? So I also know in life, one thing about life is gonna always be change. It's always gonna be, something going on. So and the thing I feel like time kind of heals a lot of things. So I would be that stick around type nigga, I guess you say. Like I'm trying to figure it out, trying to wait it out, trying to roll it out. And I mean I'm not saying it's right or wrong, because I'm the type of nigga that probably wouldn't leave a job if ain't nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? Even though, it might be better, but I guess I just ain't so happy to make all these changes. You know how you say, deuces. Hey, give me my bag, give me my bike, give me my truck. I'm finna go. Not me. Not me. I'm sitting here like,
I understand. Like, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I understand that, and I respect it. I respect those who try to stick it out and make the shit work. And I commend people who do that. But me myself personally, I've been called a runner in the past, and they were probably right. But when I see certain shit that make me feel a certain way,
but
I'm
see,
done.
there's a
Well,
bigger
nah, it's
situation.
always levels now. Don't get it twisted now. If somebody just, if it's some shit where it's like, yo, it's blatant disrespect,
Hold on, Jamal. Hold on, not to cut you out. Hold on. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, but see, with Chris is, I feel like, operating off past traumas too, right? So when he sees certain shit, yeah, his mind register, oh, I ain't going back there. Fuck
Fuck
that.
right.
I'm out.
right.
The stove hot, nigga. The stove
Yeah.
hot. I ain't got to keep burning my hand.
That's how his mindset works. Because see, and you gotta think about it, right? Our forefathers, okay, we can all agree that relationship and marriages is not easy. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't just get hard. You follow me? I mean, our granddaddies and forefathers dealt with the shit too. However they dealt with it. You know what I'm saying? So the whole pop, smoke, and run when you see something, I mean, that gets nobody nowhere, in my opinion. Now, like Jamal
I
said,
don't necessarily need to be like my grandfathers because them niggas had 2, 3 other families, both of them,
however they made it work.
down the street, around the street, and up the street.
But like to Jamal's point too, now there's the other side to that coin. Now I'm not gonna see him that you blatantly disrespecting it. You ain't gonna walk over buddy here and lay on the front couch now. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even do all that.
Oh, you ain't sticking around for
No.
that?
Nope. Hey, you empty out the bank account. Empty out the bank account. You ain't doing none of that. Now,
Hey, look,
at the end of the day, I'm man enough to realize if this wifey talking, right, and wifey tell me like, yo, I'm unhappy, I'm this and this and that, I'm man enough to say that's part of my fault. It ain't like you 100% on bullshit. Now, I get it, it's a two-way street, so I'm gonna listen, I'm gonna learn. Now, at a certain point, if I feel like, yeah, this some other shit, and no matter what I do, this shit ain't working, I can always tell my motherfucking self, fuck anybody else, nigga, I tried. I listened to what that motherfucker said, and I tried to do this and that, and the shit still didn't work. Picking fights out the blue, move after bam. Shit. At the end of the day, I got to move around. I could say I tried versus like at the end of the day, soon as some shit hit it, because my thing is, I get it, like, seeing motherfuckers older than me die alone and all that shit, and I ain't saying I ain't scared to die, because I ain't never scared to die, but at the end of the day, we ain't built to be by ourselves, right? And for
Nah, man. You built to build. We survive off of relationships.
right, right, right.
Hey,
I'm saying,
everybody always say,
we the masters of relationships. Like, at the end of the day, think about how this shit flows right now. As I said earlier, if a nigga want to just go on a fucking spree, he can go on Tinder. But at the end of the day, if a nigga want to be in a relationship, he controls that. No woman controls getting into a relationship. Men control access to relationships. Women control access to sex. That's just the bottom hard facts of that shit. And so when you think about it, we say, yeah, let's get in a relationship. And now she will try to dictate the levels of that shit. But at any moment, we can say, hey, man, I'm straight. I want this shit over with. And so that's why I said most niggas don't leave relationships, because once we go to that level, most of us have made pretty much a pact with self and said, let me try this shit out.
Go ahead, Jay.
I agree with him on that too. The whole cliche of not wanting to die alone. I mean, what does that really mean? Okay, I'm gonna give you an example. My grandma, right? Her and my granddad were married for 10 years. And he passed away, right? He been gone now for probably 10 years, maybe. Right? So technically speaking, she been alone for 10 years. So technically speaking, at this point, she gonna die alone. Right?
Yeah. So what I'm saying with that, she will die alone, but she gonna die with fulfillment in her heart.
Memories?
She gonna die with fulfillment in her heart, because she was with a person that she fucked with until he passed. See, that's the difference between, when you're in a relationship and you kick rocks. There's always gonna be some type of regret. Now, it's some motherfuckers, and Chris is probably that motherfucker where at the end of the day, this nigga's gonna ever be a fucking Rolling Stone, right? Meaning that, shit, all right, wherever I lay my hat, that's home for that minute, nigga, and that's just who I am. Other niggas gonna be like, nah, nigga, I want to make this count right here. This straight. I'm gonna lay my flag here and piss all over here and lay my sin here. And that's just some niggas, and then some other niggas just like, nigga, I'm fucking everything moving to the day I die.
True.
And that's and when you flip it now, women is on that same page. Now, before, women's always kind of been on that wild shit, but it was undercover.
Yeah.
This modern age with social media and all this feeling shit and expressing yourself, it has made hoism, as I call it, a whole little trend, a whole little movement where hoes are saying, yeah, I do gang bangs. And then tell a nigga that you got to bring this to the table, where you on Pornhub doing gangbangs, but you telling this nigga bring it to the table, and the ironic thing, niggas are still bringing shit to the table. Look at how many porn stars is married.
I want to eat it. I don't want to eat at that table.
No.
Right.
That shit remind me of the white people that cook with cats on the countertop shit. I don't want to eat at that table.
I don't even want to sit at the table.
But now look how many porn stars married, dog. That should blow your mind.
But what I was saying about we here for relationships, we are here and we survive off relationships. Okay, so you use the example that your grandfather passed, and that your grandmother pretty much going to die by herself. But I mean, in your opinion, but she's, damn, I'm trying to fix my head. But the likelihood is that she's probably surviving off the memories alone of that relationship. Think, okay, you lost a parent, right, Jay?
I did.
Now, when you think about that parent, it strikes up certain emotions. You kind of take you through an emotional roller coaster. You know what I'm saying? The highs and the lows, this and that. It's still the same shit. That shit still drives people.
Yep.
Regardless, like you could be the loner, the black sheep like me, where you feel like, well, fuck it, I could do this shit by myself, and I will. But at the end of the day, I still need y'all niggas to talk to.
Okay. So here's my point to that. Now, being playing devil's advocate, you say relationships drive people. I can agree with that. But if we're gonna say that relationships are relationships, that same female or dude that was smashing and dashing for all these years can sit back now as an old person and say, "Well, shit, I remember I had that one, I had this one," and all those memories they can drive them.
That ain't relationship. Those are encounters. That shit ain't a relationship. That's an encounter.
That's
We talking about like an intimate relationship, and
Right.
you know, like so. And when I say intimate, I don't mean nothing sexual. I mean like an intimate relationship or something where you can have and have conversations about with actual substance, not just talking about bullshit like you gonna let me bust it, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, blah 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 blah. Those are encounters. That's not relationships. That's what I'm saying. Like even think about it. We all know like those older women where they ain't been with a man in shit probably down there our whole lifetime. You know what I'm saying? But they still have relationships with other people, whether it be family members, friends, whatever the case may be, and they still live a great life. They just don't necessarily have that constant opposite sex companion or same sex nowadays companion. You know what I'm saying? But they have relationships that helps keep them going day to day.
Hey, what Chris saying is true. What Chris is saying is true, Jay. I got a homeboy. And this ain't no motherfucker. Like, I got a homeboy. He out in California, LA. This nigga is making $2,500 a week, and guess what he do? He do fucking cuddling females and just talking to them. No sex.
What?
Tell the nigga send me your application.
You heard what I said? He cuddles females, meaning he holds them and stuff like that, and he just talks with them. And he gets paid $2,500 a week to do this.
Bullshit.
And what Chris, I'm dead at. I'm dead at.
Hey, I'm coming with open arms, bitch. I only charge $1,500.
I'm dead at.
Open motherfucking arm. And I'm gonna do push-ups before I get there.
So the point is that there's a shitload of motherfuckers that want that intimacy where it ain't got nothing to do with sex, where you could just sit there and talk to a motherfucker and it ain't about the bullshit. And so if you do get a real motherfucker like that, especially in our age group now, we know how precious that shit is. We know how many dingbats run around this motherfucker.
Shit. A lot of.
Yeah.
Like Chris said, like shit, I still need niggas to talk to because you know, man, like having a conversation with a motherfucker that look at you crazy, dog. That's not a conversation at all. That's just you talking.
Right, because they can't grasp what you're saying. They don't have any real substance to give you, no real feedback to give you. Like they really, because y'all playing on two different fields, so they don't really have a clue what the fuck you talking about. Like, so I mean, why am I talking to you? I might as well talk to the dog.
Yeah. Probably get a better conversation.
And I always found this intriguing. Like some of the most intriguing, like non-sexual conversations I had with females that I wasn't in relationships with was brawn and prawn while watching fucking porn.
What? Oh shit!
Wait a minute. So you watch porn with the chick? You watched it with her?
And y'all had
you didn't finger pop or nothing?
Wait a minute.
In the midst.
You're a better one than me. You're a better one than me. Because I'm like Yellow Pages, nigga. Let my fingers do the walking.
So the playbook was just that. I got the drink, got the trees, and popped the movie in. And that was before, this was way before Netflix was chill. This was porn and chill. So I was like, I'm going to play the porn, like you said. Start popping the ping, finger popping, and then I'll pull out. Next thing you know, we talk about position like that's a wild position. And then we have wild ass conversations that don't have nothing to do with the porn. Now, the story is, I had these long ass drawn out conversations with these females. 2-3 hours later, yeah, I'm popping, I'm smashing. But the fact is that we have these crazy ass conversations because when you take the pressure off a motherfucker, because it's there. What motherfuckers don't understand, the pressure of having sex with a motherfucker, for some people, not everybody, but for some people, had them turn into straight fucking weirdos. And they do the wildest shit because
Jamal, I'm with
go
you.
ahead.
I'm with you. Not to cut you off. I'm with you 100%. All I'm saying is your topic was a little off. Your title was a little off. You said the most intriguing conversations I've ever had is watching porn with a chick and not having sex. That is inaccurate. You still had sex. Now the intriguing conversation.
So the two encounters I'm talking about. One chick, let's say bad chick. She was mixed with Hawaiian and motherfucking Ethiopian.
Oh, we're gonna call her Hawaiian Rose. Come on.
Yeah,
Hawaiian Rolls. All right, Hawaiian Rolls.
So I popping in, I'm about to, I do my thing and shit. So we building. So next thing you know, we go from watching porn, so we start talking about aliens. And we go from talking about aliens to the aliens are black. And then we go from talking about the aliens are black to the Indians are black. I didn't smash that chick until 2 days later.
Jamal, let me ask a question. Was there marijuana involved before the porn or during the porn?
Was there any substance?
The whole duration, yeah.
Huh?
Because
The
I
whole
ain't way I'm watching porn and thinking about no goddamn aliens. I can
I
guarantee
can't do it. I can't do it. I
I
cannot
guarantee
do
that.
it. No.
Nope.
No. No.
Only alien I'm thinking about is clitorius.
Yes. Bro, like
Clitorius.
y'all had to be on another planet because who in the hell in their right mind talks about aliens?
I don't know what strand he
Right
had.
other.
I want it.
Hey man, I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Ain't no pressure to get to talking wild shit.
Wow. Okay. I can understand that, kind of change the energy in the room because, like you said, there may be some nervousness there, and all these these expectations that we don't know about, and so on and so forth. I get that, but alien, my nigga,
But who
alien.
ain't been nervous?
So let me ask y'all both this question. Let me ask y'all both this question. So there was no chick that y'all was intending to smash, and you end up having a great conversation and you didn't smash. That never happened.
That's a zero for me.
Yeah, it has happened for me in that instance. But we want to talk about no aliens. I'll probably talk myself out the pussy. My attitude, but I had to double back. You know what I'm saying? 2-3 days later, and try to rope it back in. But that's just me being me. Like, all right, then fuck it. I'll drop your ass off. Justin a little bit more lenient, but me, I'm hey, fuck you.
I came, I saw, I conquered.
Crank that diesel. Crank that diesel. Get them glow plugs heated up, boy. Get them glow plugs heated up, boy. Crank that diesel on their ass.
Hey, what?
Whoa.
Shit. Hey.
Hey,
Alien,
man,
my nigga, alien.
hey, I done been in some wild shit before, bro.
I ain't gonna never see sci-fi the same, boy.
Man, this
I
nigga
ain't
said
gonna
we
never see
talking about
sci-fi.
aliens when they black.
I'll be watching the History Channel when they be talking about aliens and shit. I'm like, I wonder was this what Jamal was watching at the Pornhub and shit when he had his little encounter. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, aliens, bro. Aliens.
With the Hawaiian roll.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah. Hey, I guess Jamal, you like you say, you've been in some situations and you live life and seen a lot of things because aliens.
yeah, hey man, yeah, I seen some wild shit, man. That's a whole different show. I've been in clubs where I've seen motherfucking eyes change different shape, forms, and shit.
Nigga, you was high.
I could have been.
You was high. You was high.
I could have been.
Hey,
You was high as me and Justin in Florida, boy, when we knew Spanish.
What part of Chicago are you in, Jamal?
I'm on the south side.
That's why right there.
I'm
That's why.
south side, but
That's why.
I'm originally from NY, and then when I got to Chicago, I stayed up north.
He from the south side, dog. That's why, right there. Them niggas are aliens. though.
You from originally from New York?
Yeah, the Bronx.
So you grew up in New York,
Until 14.
and then you moved to Chicago,
Yep.
and that's where you've been ever since.
And they went from
Yeah.
bad to worse.
Bad ever since.
Went from bad to worse.
Right.
Hey.
Nigga left the projects in the Bronx and went to came to projects in Chicago called the Green Greens and shit.
This nigga Jamal threw me all the way off with this motherfucking alien shit.
Yeah, that's what y'all look right. We gotta stay on top of it. Nah, hey, but if we gonna go on that shit, that shit is real though. If you want to talk about on some other shit, we are aliens though. We are.
We'll talk about that on another day. We won't talk about that on another day. All right, let me ask y'all this. Let me try to switch it up a little bit. I hear the clitorius is drying up. The few ones that's watching it, I hear they drying up right now. All right. Does black owned mean cheap or discounted? Go ahead, black business owners.
No,
If you said for black owned, does that mean it's cheap or discounted?
no.
Nah, pay full price like you're going Louis Vuitton or Gucci and pay full price for that shit.
But okay, I agree with that. I agree with pay the price. I agree with that. But black business owners, please give us the customer service we deserve.
I agree.
Please give us a quality product.
Treat me like they treat you at Chick-fil-A. Treat me like they treat you at Starbucks.
Can't go wrong with that model.
Not McDonald's. Starbucks. However, let me say this. When you go into a black business and you see your people, bitch, don't act like you at motherfucking McDonald's either. Don't act like you at motherfucking McDonald's. Don't talk to me greasy. Talk to me nice, my nigga. So we can have this great dialogue. So I can say, hey, it was great doing business with you. I served you. I did exactly what I said I was going to do. You came and got the product, and it's exactly what you paid for. Don't try to double back and say, oh, this ain't that and that ain't this because you didn't hold up your end of the bargain. I'm speaking from personal experiences. You know what I'm saying? Christmas came, I was the Grinch. I was out there getting motherfucking shit off the street. You know what I'm saying? Actually, my shit, because bitch, you ain't paid. Motherfucker want to come back and do their Google reviews talking about how you had a terrible experience. How's a terrible experience, bitch, and you 17 payments behind? How I ain't give you grace? You owe me $2,000. You owe me $2,000 on the car you've been driving for free. How I ain't give you grace? You know what I'm saying? You knew what it was. How I ain't give you grace when this other one, you 1,000 behind and the total motherfucking car up. How I ain't give you grace? Then you wanna argue and shit, talking about, oh, I need to get my plate off the car. No, that plate stay with the car. Where my key at? You didn't bring the key.
Run that key back.
Hey, I ain't tell y'all this motherfucker called the police on me.
Oh, come on, elaborate.
All right. So I had a car repo. I got a repo guy. Go get all my shit. His name Josh. Josh is a smooth mother. That nigga that Michael Jackson sung about, Smooth Criminal. This nigga Josh will get you at the motherfucking gas station when you go in to pay. Seen him do it. When you pull your shit up to the pump, go in to pay, you come back out down the street. You know what I'm saying? That's that nigga Josh. But so anyway, I sent the lady her statement of past due invoices and said, hey, look, it is very imperative and urgent that you take care of this, right? She wants to argue and say, well, the car need this, the car need that, the car need this, the car need that. But I'm just your lien holder. I don't owe you maintenance. I don't drive the car, you drive the car. You know what I'm saying? Right. When I gave you the car, I didn't need all that stuff. I don't know how you've been driving it. I don't know where you've driven it. I don't none of that. I don't sell warranties anymore, any of that stuff. This is all explained in the very beginning. You purchased the vehicle as is. So I told you the other day, Jay, as is, where it is, how it is. That's how you purchased it. So if you take your ass to CarMax and you sign that as is shit, you gonna run back to CarMax and say that bullshit? No, you're not. But because I'm me and I look like you think you finna run this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So I send my guy, the week goes by. I send my guy over there. I just happened to be at the doctor. The lady calling. I'm like, yo, I'm at the doctor, but I can text you. Oh, well, I can't pay you the whole thing, but I can pay you this. Well, you ain't paying me shit. You know what I'm saying? And now my guy's there to do his job. And they trying to bargain with him like, yo, you can't just drop it. He like, nah, this is prepaid right here. I got to do my job. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
I got paid with this job, baby.
Yeah, he got paid to do this job. I'm paying him to recover my asset. I can't just give you my asset for free for you to go ride around in. Then you want to hit me and say, well, how we going to pay you if we can't get back and forth to work?
That's
Well,
your
you've been
problem.
riding back and forth to work and you ain't paid me. So what the fuck is going to be the difference? You know what I'm saying? And then the motherfucker sending me screenshots of, well, we paid on this date and we paid on that date. You absolutely correct. But none of those dates are in conjunction with the dates of the ones that I said you missed.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm
I'm
not. Yeah. And so I told her, I said, you know what? If my books are wrong, show me where you paid on that date, that particular invoice, and I'll honor that. You can't. She tried, but you couldn't. I'm like, those days, that what you're sending me ain't it. Right?
Right.
I'm
So
gonna get
then
to
what
the
happened?
police thing. I'm gonna get to the police thing. So what you're sending me ain't it. But you have 10 days to cure the loan. However, you're gonna pay for this fucking repo. You're gonna pay all the fees associated with this shit, and you're gonna pay what you motherfucking owe. Because I want my money on time. Right? My bill collectors, when I pay rent at my office, they don't give a fuck about whether you paid or not. They want their bread. You know what I'm saying?
Run it.
When I gotta pay the state for all this licensing and the insurance and all that stuff, they don't give a fuck about whether I outsold a car or not. They want their fucking bread, right? So I want my money too. You gave motherfucking Louis Vuitton and all them other niggas their money. Give me mine, right? So the car gets picked up. I send her the invoice on what she needs to pay in order to cure the loan so she can get her vehicle back, all right? This motherfucker tells me, so he got the vehicle on a Friday. I said, okay, you have 10 days from the day of repo to cure the loan or get your belongings, right? So the weekend goes and I wait till Sunday and I reach out to her I wait till Monday and I reach out to her and say, hey, I haven't heard from you from the weekend. I'm just asking what your plans are. You know, do you plan on trying to cure the loan or do you want to come get your belongings? You know, so I want to be able to make myself available. Oh, well, because you did that, my husband had a stroke. So we in the hospital right now. Lady, come on now. Because your husband was talking real tough to my fucking tow truck driver when he was coming to get your shit. And my tow truck driver had to go back to his truck to go get his shit to get your husband to motherfucking stand down like he should have in the beginning with because y'all ain't paid. Right?
Right.
So you trying to tell me because I repoed your car, your husband had a stroke? No, he had other issues prior to that. Because I personally didn't have a car repoed. I ain't had no stroke. You know what I'm saying? I done personally had my own shit dragged right on out the driveway. And then had to go pay the motherfuckers $50 to get my shit out. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, she says that, so she ain't too fucked up about it. So I called my key guy. He come out, cut me a key. Bam. You know what I'm saying? I got the key, I got the car, whatever. So she waits to the exact last day and was like, oh, well, I called the shop because I told her where it was at because they was holding it for me. I called the shop and I was letting them know that I was coming up there to get my stuff, but they told me I need to call you. I'm like, yeah, you do. Because your business is with McMath Autos, not the shop, right? So they're just a storage facility. They don't have anything to do with this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, well, ma'am, you waited till the exact last day. This is why I've been trying to contact you all week so we can set an appointment so I can make sure I make myself available for you to come get your belongings, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, if you can meet me there at 10:30 today, I'll make myself available and come up there. So I get up there at 10:15. So I'll make sure I'm there, right? 10:15, 10:30 hit, 10:35, 10:40, I see the message. Like, hey, you plan on coming? Yeah, I'm just waiting on my ride. Well, you told me you was on your way, though, and you live right up the street.
Right.
Well, I'm on somebody else's time, this, that, and the third. Okay. 10:45, 10:55, 11:05. I said, ma'am, 11:15, I'm out. You're going to have to reschedule for another day because I got to leave. So this is your 10th day, but I'm going to give you another day to reschedule so that you can get your belongings, right? Now, typically, I don't let nobody get shit unless you bring me to my key. So if you don't have the key, you ain't getting your shit, right? Well, I had so much other stuff going on in life, you know what I'm saying? I kind of little shot past it, right? So she show up at 11:14. She pulling in the driveway. I'm outside. All right, bet. Come on. So she going, she getting all her stuff out, which to me was just junk. I'd have just threw all the shit in the trash, but to each his own. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it gets down to it. She getting all her stuff. She got this box, a stereo box. I'm like, maybe that's what she putting all her stuff in. I don't know. I don't know what it is, right? So she was like, well, do you have a screwdriver so I can get my plate off? I said, do you happen to have the key? No, it's at the hospital with my husband on my house keys. But didn't you just leave from home? So why your house keys at the hospital and you just left from home? Why your car key on your house key and you know you need to come get your stuff out of the car that you're no longer going to have, right? Well, it's illegal that, well, I need to get my radio out too. I said, oh, you can't do that. You can't take that. Why not? It's mine. I got your old one right here. I said, it is attached to the vehicle. You can't unbolt, unscrew, undo anything from this vehicle. Anything loose that belongs to you, you can take. Anything attached to the vehicle, which the radio is, you can't take. Oh, well, you just going to have to talk to my husband about that. Bitch, how am I going to talk to your husband? You say he just had a stroke.
Right, he incapacitated.
Right, like I know somebody personally who had a stroke last year who's just really getting able to talk. How he just had a stroke? You tell me he finna call me and talk about a radio? We ain't talking about no Pioneer. We ain't talking about no Kenwood, no nothing. No, we talking about a Walmart boss ass motherfucking radio, dog. You know, one of them $69.99 shits.
Yeah.
And you done tore up the whole fucking center console trying to put this piece of shit in. And if you'd have talked to me nice, I'd have took the shit out because it's garbage to me any fucking way. So I tell her, look, you bring me my key, I'll give you your plate. You can't keep my plate. That's against the law. What law? Your car is in repossession. The plate is with the car. You bring me my key, I'll give you your plate. She has a fit. I said, ma'am, you done getting the rest of your belongings outside of your plate? Yes. I need you to move along. Excuse me. So she goes, she's on the phone with the police, this and the third. I go on about the rest of my day because I got shit to do. Police called me, was like, hey, I got a call from such and such, blah, blah, blah. What's going on with the license plate on our car? I said, look, I'm a lien holder. I had the car repossessed. She wouldn't bring me my key. I told her once she brings me my key, I'll release the license plate to her if she wants it. He said, okay, I just need to get your side of the story. That's a civil issue. I'm going to holler at
Right.
During all of this, after I left, she go into the shop, not really knowing that me in the shop tight like that. She gonna say, she told the lady at the shop played dumb on her ass, was like, well, why wouldn't he let you get your plate? I don't know. That shit's against the law. And if he want his key back, that's between him and God. Because since I can't get my key or my plate on my radio, now you want to bring God into the shit?
Right.
I'm agnostic. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit you talking about. But you bringing in some shit that ain't got nothing to do with me. Just give me my fucking key. But I already got a key. Because I already had a key made. Because I knew you was going to be on some fuck shit.
Right.
Like,
hey, so what happens if she sees the car out somewhere and use that key to crank it up and take it away?
she going to go to jail for Grand Theft Auto. That car don't belong to her. That's like if a motherfucker had a key to your truck and then got it and drove off.
Yeah.
That's Grand Theft Auto. I mean,
you got the title there.
oh, that shit's on you. You don't want motherfucker gonna go to jail. That shit's on you. Play stupid games, you get stupid prizes.
Or you potentially somebody gonna shoot you in the motherfucking head, run up in their car.
That's on you. That's between you and the new owner. If you want to play them silly little games and shit, that's between you and the new owner. Why would you though? What you gonna do? Ride around with a car with a plate that don't belong to you that's gonna be reported stolen?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
You play stupid games, you're gonna get stupid prizes, dog.
Yeah, that's people that have no damn rationale and then get upset when you hold them accountable. That's the perfect example of holding somebody accountable.
Yeah.
Then hold on, let me tell y'all this. So then the previous lady, she goes, makes the motherfucking Google review, trying to badmouth me and shit. And then the other chick, but the license plate chick, she gonna motherfucker like the damn review. Okay, cool. So I go in there with my fairly nice comment that I had to edit 3-4 times because what I wanted to do is put her on blast and put all her shit out there. Like, don't forget, I could just edit your name out and put everything on there. Like, you owe this, you didn't pay this, you're this much late. You know what I'm saying? Like when her people came out there to bring her out there to get her stuff out the car, the lady was like, "Hey Chris, can I know she had made some other payments, but like how far behind is she?" So I told her. And the lady was like, "What?" So the customer was like, "No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I did this." I'm like, "Lady, you know damn well." I just walked up. That's between y'all. So you've been lying to her. But what I don't like is, even though I'm agnostic, I don't like when people try to use people who are how do I want to put this? People who are quote unquote Christians or believers or this, that, and the third. Both both of these people are in that, you know what I'm saying, in that belief system. But you lying instead of being honest with your people. You know what I'm saying? Because your people trying to help you out, but you ain't keeping it a beam with them. Your people like, yo, you know what I'm saying? If you behind a couple payments, you know what I'm saying, we can kick in and keep you rolling. You know what I'm saying? But then when they find out the truth,
nobody want to be wrong. That's the problem. Nobody want to be wrong.
I ain't wrong.
Yeah, nobody want to be wrong. Everybody want to be right, and everybody want to feel like somebody done them wrong.
Yeah, that's the part of the business I don't want to deal with. I take my hat off to you dealing with people like that because, and then like I've even seen or heard stories people get violent, do stupid stuff because these people they have no, I guess they don't care that they're wrong and that they're breaking the law. They take matters to their own hands because of humiliation. I think you know what I'm saying. It's like
they don't want to deal with the embarrassment.
Yeah, you taking my car in front of people. My people had to come in here and get the stuff out of my car. I don't have a ride no more. I can't get to work. You know, everybody's gonna know like, okay, all of a sudden you don't have a car. Something went wrong. That type.
Well, and then I mean, this is a classic case. If you peel back anything about this woman, she's probably the woman that be talking bad about people and going in on people and shit. So now the people, her family, got ammo against her being on bullshit. Motherfucker, repoed your car. What you talking about?
That ain't my fault though. That ain't my fault.
No, it ain't never your fault. But that's why people act the way they act because listen, that ain't the first payment or bill she's behind in.
Yeah.
She was like, "Oh, I was in the first one was like, oh, I was in the process of moving." I said to myself, "Yeah, I see, because you lived here. Now you way the hell over here."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
That's why I need to get my shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's one of the biggest downfalls for a lot of black people is that we like to live beyond our means and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
My thing is this. I went outside of my company policy and gave these two people grace. But what I've realized in this business is the ones that you always go above and beyond for, it's gonna fuck you. So when people come to black-owned businesses and you've been burned before, you don't want to deal with the sob stories and shit. When I was in real estate and I was dealing with sob stories, I got fucked. I don't do well with the sob stories because I'm just gonna be another sob story to somebody else. Oh well, he repoed my car, that's why I can't do this and this, that, blah, 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 blah. You're gonna use that bullshit with somebody else. No, take accountability. You didn't pay your bill, your car got repoed, now you gotta find another way to move around.
Pretty much.
What I learned about business, especially business dealing with us, is like when you go above and beyond. What I learned about that in business, and it's fucked up to say it like this, there's a likelihood you doing some charity work. Let me repeat myself. When you go above and beyond in business, especially dealing with your people, our people, you're gonna probably more likely do charity work, meaning that you're gonna do some shit where you're not gonna receive any compensation from it. As long as you keep it business and say, hey, this is what the price is. Man, you can't drop the price, but I'll let you know when I got a sale up. You ain't got to sell up, man. I ain't gonna have a sell up until the end of the year. And most of the time, them type of niggas, they not real supporters, so they gonna fall. They gonna fall on the west side anyway.
Right.
Yep.
Now I had a young man who he had, you know what I'm saying? He looked like us, you know what I'm saying? And it was times where he was like, yo, he communicated like, Chris, I'm gonna be late. And I'm like, bro, you know, late fees come along with this. And at this particular point, repossession is goes into effect. You know what I'm saying? So being that goes into effect, I have to charge you an admin fee on top of this once you get to this point, so that the repo doesn't get initiated, right? So he would be like, let's say his payment was due Friday, and he'd be like, bro, I can pay it, but I can't pay it till Monday or Tuesday. I'm like, well, at Monday you're late. By Wednesday, you know what I'm saying, the admin fee gonna go on. By Friday, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be automatic repo, the initiation, right?
Yep.
They initiate the repo. My man was paying it. Didn't complain about it, nothing. He paid it. He already knew what it was. Like, yo, I'm gonna pay my payment. I'm gonna pay the little late fee. Cause the late fee ain't crazy. You know what I'm saying? Cause my goal is not to take the car from you. You know what I'm saying? That's not my goal. I much rather get paid. I'm not gonna try to charge you double on what you got going on, knowing that you double in the hole because you had something going on and you just couldn't make your payment at that time. You know what I'm saying? But you needed a couple of days to kind of, you know what I'm saying, move some shit around, and then I get paid and you keep rolling. So my goal is to keep you in the car. However, you can't just be rolling on my shit for weeks and weeks and weeks and months at a time, and you ain't paying.
I mean, and like I said, how it goes is that most niggas, and I ain't gonna say all niggas, but a good percentage of niggas is gonna be held accountable, meaning that life is gonna teach them. We don't give a fuck about why you can't pay that bill. If your shit late, just know you finna have a late fee that's gonna be tacked on to that. And most niggas ain't gonna cry about it. Then if it get crucial, what a nigga gonna say? Damn, repo on my ass. Let me go hide this motherfucking car until I get this motherfucking bread up so I can pay this shit off. That's what most real niggas gonna do. They not finna complain and point
My
the
shit got
finger.
GPS on it.
Huh?
My shit got GPS on it.
But I'm just saying, like, you know, if it get crucial like that, it'd be one of the things where a nigga just be like, hey, I can't pay this shit. I know what's gonna happen. So if I wake up in the morning and that motherfucker don't chirp, another motherfucker came and got it.
Yeah.
That's what happened to me. That what
happened to
this
me.
shit happened to me before.
It happened to me before.
It happened to me before. Went outside.
Listen, man, it happened to all the real ones.
I didn't even go outside. I pulled up from leaving a chick house in another car that I had. Pulled up leaving a chick house. And it was like, oh shit, my shit gone.
Hey man, all levels of savagery hit me before. My car been repoed. I've been put out. Motherfucking lights been turned out, and the gas been turned out. I've been at all them levels.
Well, thank God I hadn't had to deal with all that.
Yeah.
I consider myself lucky.
Thankfully.
Yeah.
We need more of them like you. We need more responsible.
Well, now we ain't gonna blame it all responsible now. We ain't gonna say it's all responsible. Say that.
We ain't gonna say what now?
We ain't gonna call it all responsible. You know, I just had some good people on my team. You call it that. Let's just say it like that. I had good people on my team that worked out for me in my favor.
But that go. I mean, but the hit back on what we was talking about. Just because it's black owned doesn't mean it's cheap.
Right.
Doesn't mean it's of lesser value. Doesn't mean that you should go in asking for deep discounts or anything like that because, I'm only speaking from my viewpoint because, you know, it annoys me when people ask me how much I paid for it at the auction if you're trying to get it. Like, why? If you want to know all that, you get your dealer license, you can go out there and buy them shit yourself. Because you don't go to Walmart and ask them how much they paid to get these apples. Do you? When you go to Foot Locker and get your J's, you don't ask them how much Nike charged you. You go in there and you pay that there.
It goes back to that fucking slave mentality, that Django mentality, where at the end of the day, it could be a white boy. You know what I'm saying? You go put a white boy mask on and say your name is Chris and this and that, but now you look like a white boy. All that crazy shit you're dealing with from black people, guess what? You're not going to deal with it that much. You're still going to deal with it, but you're not going to deal with it that much.
I just got a question.
What up?
The last person to ask you how much you paid for the car at the auction, what was your response?
Probably what does it matter?
Yeah, that's some bullshit. That.
Like, what does it matter? What does it matter what I paid for it?
But you don't
Like,
know.
you
You
could've
don't
paid
know the work. You don't know the work I have to put in the car once I got it from the auction.
Exactly.
I had to put some new brakes. I had to put some new brakes in this motherfucker. New power windows, power steering. God forbid, I got to put a new alternator in that bitch. All
Right.
type of shit.
His car's out. I got a car right now. And shit. By the time I sell it, I still just gonna get my money back because I ended up doing way more repairs than I initially anticipated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What does it matter if I paid $7,000 for the car and I'm charging you 10, but I put 2,500 into it? I'm doing all this for $500. You know what I'm saying?
Chris,
What difference does it make?
Chris, you know what's funny what you saying that because it's like when I one of my main hustles I do is I sell sneakers and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And when I first started selling sneakers and shit, I was selling it to 99.9% brothers, and it was bullshit. Like let me get the hook up and this and that. I pay you this much now, and the niggas ducking me. I don't never see them again. And then once the wave hit where reselling became a new trend and all that, and niggas were selling offline, all that shit went away because ironically, you knew it wasn't going to be no hookup on no resale price. You knew already you was going to pay double the price for them shoes, and there wasn't even no question about it. Now, you go to them little sneaker cons, you kind of bargain down, but for the most part, you're still paying double the price. And so I realized that when something becomes a norm and it's not considered, it could be like a black-owned business, but when it's like a set standard, all that other bullshit gets knocked out the window.
Here's my thing. Like, I'm not opposed to people negotiating.
Yeah.
Like, I get the industry that I'm in. Like, some people be like, well, you sell cars, people negotiate. I ain't tripping. Because at the end of the day, my price is my price. You know what I'm saying? If I choose to negotiate that price, I will. If I choose not to, I won't. A lot of times it depends on how you approach me.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? If you approach me as if my shit is subpar, I'm gonna treat you like your bread is subpar. If you approach me like, if I got it, like, okay, I'm gonna do a video one day, but I'm gonna let everybody see these messages that I get when I list cars. I can list a car right now for $5,000. You know how many comments? I give you 2,500 cash right now, nigga. Eat a dick.
So let's do that. So you say you got this Audi, whatever, $5,000. I roll up and say, hey man, Chris, the Audi $5,000, man, yeah, shit kind of tight, man. I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that, man. I got 4,300 for you. What's up?
At that point, it depends on if I'm in it for whatever, you know what I'm saying? If I can make a profit, yeah. But 4,300 is only 7 off. So if you at 5, if I'm at 5, you at 43, I might say 48. We might meet at 46. I can negotiate like that.
That's my point. You see, that's my number. It's a number where obviously I'm not trying to lowball you. You like you said, it's a couple numbers off your price, and so you can say, well, blah blah blah. Am I gonna make an investment or not? It ain't no, like you said, 2,500 where you finna lose.
Like, I'm paying you to take the car.
Yeah.
But I get that shit all day. I had a dude used to troll me. He used to comment on every car I posted, dog. Oh, no, I can get that car for this, and I can get that for that, and I can do this. And I'm like, bro, where your bill of sale? Oh, we got titles over here. Yeah, but when you buy the car from the auction, you get a bill of sale. So if you're saying you bought this car for $1,000, and I'm selling the same type of car for $4,000, but you saying you got it for $1,000, and you about to sell it for $2,500, show me your bill of sale. I don't want to see your title, my nigga. I want to see your bill of sale. Because the bill of sale tell it all. And if you got it from the auction, they ain't finna bullshit you. I said, yo, so what auction you? So you getting it that cheap? What auction you get it from? You think I'm finna tell you? Then why the fuck is you on here, my nigga? Why are you
Well,
on?
what happens with the car industry, especially the used car industry, when everything got inflated up, these cars went to this highest peak, and so it was like a gold rush. And so motherfuckers became super haters on anybody that was trying to make any money, and they felt like they weren't making any money. And like you said, that whoever was doing that comment, 9 times out of 10, he wasn't doing shit.
Nah.
He won't buy shit. But Justin, let me ask this. So you deal in transportation, right?
Right.
So when you're bidding on loads, you do understand that whatever the dispatcher or whatever the case, who's ever paying you is making a profit off of you.
Right.
And you're trying to negotiate the biggest profit for you, and they're trying to negotiate the biggest profit for them.
Correct.
And you understand that.
Correct.
Let me ask you this, because I don't know. So let me ask you this. Do you ask them, how much exactly are you making off of this load?
No, but they're gonna lie and tell you. They're gonna tell you a lie.
So you ain't gonna ask it no way, because you know it's gonna be some bullshit.
They're gonna the way the conversation go. Let me tell you how the way the conversation go in that situation. Because you're right. They're trying to make a profit, and I'm trying to make a profit too. All right. So the way it is I'm gonna use us three on the phone. Jamal has a warehouse that produce sneakers, right? You and Jamal are cool, so Jamal lets you deal with your company deal with getting transporters to transport the sneakers, right? So you and Jamal have a relationship. Jamal's already agreed to pay you XYZ to move these sneakers from Chicago to Texas, right? Boom. So then you go online and you post it to get bids on it. So now the way it typically happens is, let's say Jamal says, for argument's sake, just for numbers, Jamal says, "Hey Chris, I got a load of sneakers going from Chicago to Dallas. I can pay you 10 grand on it." You say, "Okay, cool, I can work with that." So then you're gonna go post it online and say, "Hey, I need to move these sneakers, blah 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 blah, going from Chicago to Texas, 5 grand, right?" I'm gonna call you and say, now that's you that you did, that's your job, Chris. Now me as a driver, I'm gonna look on the board and see it and say, okay, boom, all right, they got enough for 5 grand. That ain't great, but it ain't bad. Let me see what we can work out. You know what I'm saying? Because all right, let me call you. So I call you, Chris. Woo. Hey man, I see these loads you got posted on the board for 5 grand. Is it still available? First and foremost, yes, it's available. Okay, what's the information on it? What is it? What's going on with it? How much it weighs? Blah blah blah. All right, there's a load of sneakers coming out of Chicago, going to Texas, woo. Need it picked up by this date, delivered by this date. All right, cool. You got it for 5 grand. Can I put something with it? Like, is it urgent that it get there? Yeah, it need to go by itself. It need to go straight through. All right. Well, hey man, if I'm gonna run it straight through, then is it what I say personally? Is there any wiggle room on that rate? All right. Most of them gonna lie. Man, I mean, I'm only making $100 off this load. You know what I'm saying? or what they gonna say is, man, I tell you what I do. The customer, Jamal, quote unquote, is paying me $5,600, bro. I'm gonna give you $5,500. I'm gonna make $100 off this load.
Nigga, please. Nah.
And
you lying. You lying.
I know they lying. Chris, there's no way that no one's in business to make $100 or $50 off each load. There's no way. But you feed me the bullshit, you think I don't know no better. And then it's not that I don't know no better, it's just that I don't have the time to go back and forth with you and argue with you. So I just let it go.
Right.
What's the old school saying in business? Always cut out what? The middleman. Because the middleman is the one that's always gonna want the bullshit.
Yeah, but you can't cut them out. They're grandfathered in by the law. But I'm gonna tell you some things some shit that happened that tripped me out, right? So I had a broker call me one particular time, take a load from here way up to Ohio, I think it was. And I don't remember what the load paid. Let's just say the load paid 3 grand. Okay, cool. I said, hey man, 3 grand ain't bad, I ain't gonna lie. I said, man, but I would like to get just a little bit more. All right. He said, "Man, I'm telling you right now, all I can do is give you extra $100. Man, I'm pinned to the wall. The customer's only paying me uh 31.50. I'm making literally $50 off this load, bro. Literally $50. I wouldn't bullshit you." I said,
Yeah,
"Damn."
you. Yeah,
I
you
said, "All
would
right,
niggas
man.
know you.
I need to get on up there. I had another load going anyway. I need to go up there. Let me go and get it. All right, man. Here's the thing. It's gonna be a COD as well. It's gonna be a cash on delivery." I said, "Okay, yeah, man. I appreciate you, man. You're a good stand-up guy. You taking this load for $3,100. I'm gonna make $50, dude. But for you, I'll do that." All right. So that means all you got in the whole load is $3,150, right? Yeah. Okay. I get the load going up to Ohio, this couple of days, get it off at an apartment complex. Woo, woo, woo. They fuck up and give me the check for the full amount.
$6,000.
6,000, huh?
Hello, hello. Broker, I called me being petty. I called the broker. Say, hey, buddy. You know what's going on, man? This Justin that took the load to Ohio for you for 31, whatever it was. Yeah. How'd it go? How'd it go? I said, it went good, man. I got the load off and everything, blah, blah, blah. Everything went well. What you want to do with this $6,000 they gave you for the load? Oh, well, just take your part and send me the rest. Then we get the silent treatment. You mean $100? Or, what was.
Right, because you only making $50, my nigga.
Right.
Right.
I'm keeping 55.50.
The check say $6,000. What we doing now?
You only making $50. I'm keeping 55.50.
Hey, he ain't answer the phone no more.
He did what?
He ain't answer the phone no more.
I bet he did.
Man, that shit, yeah, and that shit happens so much. But I mean, there's nothing you can do. You gotta respect it because the brokers in the game, the brokers have the lows. Because here's the thing, Jamal and Chris, if y'all partners, right? Let's say y'all have been doing each other for 20 years. Jamal has gotten big in the sneaker game and shipping sneakers all over the world. Well, you and him have a relationship. He's gonna only ship sneakers through you. So no matter what I say to Jamal as a Joe Blow off the street, no matter how many trust I got, whatever I got, hey, I'm rocking my nigga Chris. We got a relationship. I'm not gonna cross him to give you the load when I give him to him, he can disperse about, he make money, everybody eat. I'm not gonna do that.
Right.
So the broker got to
I
be in the
said
game.
about we all here for relationships.
Yeah. So
All about relationships. Especially in business.
Now here's another story that tripped me out that kind of contradicts that story, right? So I've been with this chick, right, out of Wisconsin somewhere, black chick. She seemed cool. We didn't. I won't say the company name because this may go public, go live, whatever, right?
Hey, don't whitewash this shit.
Right. But anyway, so this chick give me a couple loads, and they work well. So what I did, my big mouth ass, I go in the manufacturer where I pick up the loads from, start talking to people. I got a good personality. I get cool with people, and I fuck around, get cool with the woman that's putting out the loads, that's giving the loads to the woman that's calling me. So I fool around and bump into the Jamal of the equation, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm talking to her. She was like, "Yeah, you're doing a good job, blah blah blah. I got another one going, so and so. So you want it?" Well, yeah. I said, "How much you gonna pay?" It's gonna pay XYZ. She give me a number. I said, "Okay, well, shit." She said, "Call the dispatch, the chick. Tell her you're already here. We go put that load on you." I called her. I said, "Hey, y'all got another load going from here to there, so and so. Oh no, we ain't got that load. She ain't gave us that load." Okay, all right then. Go talk to the girl. She said, "Y'all ain't gave it a load." She said, "Yes, we did. I called and gave it to them. Yes, I did. Tell the load going so and so, so and so, so and so." I called back. Or what about this load, blah, blah, blah. Oh, well, let me do some checking and call you back. So they apparently called the chick at the warehouse and said, "Oh, well, we had that load planned for something else, blah, blah, blah." And so the chick was like, the chick that's at the warehouse kind of got anal, was like, "Well, fuck it, I already put it on him. What you gonna do? Give him the money."
Right.
Like, right? So then the chick that I had been dealing with called me back. "Oh, well, see, you're going there and you're soliciting and blah, blah, blah. You're not supposed to be doing that. And she can't just give you the loads she want to give you. She has to give us the loads by contract, and we give them to who we want to give them to. As far as you know, we might have a guy already en route to get that load, or we might have already promised it to somebody else. So for you to go in there like that and just get that load, that's not how we do business. All right, cool. Am I taking it or not?
Right.
Well, go ahead and take it
They
this
company
time.
policies in there and the contract, and we bound by contract. Well, shit, I don't see that contract in front of me.
But see, and then this is what the shit got sticky. Old girl in the warehouse told me what she paid them to move the load, and then went on to say you should get XYZ because I gave them this. So now they can't finesse me and say, oh, we only got this much in it. No, homegirl just told me she gave you this for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
well,
I need at least half.
Huh?
I need at least half of that.
No, more than half. So okay, well then she hit me with the okay, Justin, we'll go ahead and get it this time, but next time this don't need to happen again because this is not how we do business. Blah 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 blah. Oh, okay, whatever. Load my wagon so I can go.
I want my money on time.
That's how it went.
Yeah.
Just pay me what you owe. At the end of the day, just pay me what you owe. But everybody's out. In this whole entrepreneur shit, what you learn is everybody's out for themselves. It's a very selfish game.
Yeah.
In the transportation industry, though, in my opinion, you know who really making all the money? Two people. In my opinion, the government with all these regulations and violations and tag permits and all this that you're gonna pay before you can run.
Yeah. Yeah.
Number two, the mechanic. The mechanic that come fix you when you got to break down the road.
Oh, because you at his mercy. Because he know you got to deliver that load.
Bend over and grab your ankles.
Yeah. Hey, duct tape your wrist to your ankles and put you in the trash can.
Hey, it's so bad, bro. The last big breakdown I had, I was still in Texas, but I was outside of Dallas. I was in another town 2-3 hours or whatever. I was on the phone with my brother when they pulled up to come fix my tire, whatever it was. They got out, walked up and said, "How you doing, sir? Are you Justin?" I said, "Yes, sir. Hold on 1 second." I said, "Hey, bro, the porn stars here. I'll call you back." Because you know what time it is. They finna rape you.
Yeah, Pornhub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gang bang.
Mm-hmm. Ain't no aliens coming up either.
Ain't no aliens coming.
Ain't no aliens coming up either.
Ain't no aliens coming this time.
Ain't no aliens gonna come up either.
So it's a dirty game. And then with the fluctuation of prices of fuel, that tears your profit a little bit more. You think these brokers care? Nah. He ain't buying no fuel. Shit, how much fuel cost?
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? It's just a dirty game you play though.
Let me tell you this. Like, so when people buy cars, right? Some people act like they don't understand that they have to pay tax. And taxes, you pay taxes on everything because once I issue you a tag, I have to pay for that tag, right?
Yeah.
Once I issue you that tag, I have to pay your state ad valorem tax. I have to pay your title fees. I have to pay all the fees associated with that shit just to sell you the car, right? Mm-hmm. And what else a lot of people don't understand is I had to pay for this. Who gonna pay for all this ink? Who gonna pay for this paper? Who gonna pay for my time? Who gonna pay for me getting the detail? Who gonna pay for all of that shit? I had an older gentleman come look at a vehicle that I got at a wholesale price. I got the shit priced at $3,500. It is a $5,500 vehicle. He said because the seat back pocket is torn. You're right. This ain't for you. This ain't for you. And some customers think that I gotta sell them the car. Man, I ain't got to sell you shit. I had one dude came. He brought his flashlight out. He all up under the car. And I don't mind. Hey, man, inspect it. It's your bread, dog. You know what I'm saying? He doing all this stuff. He literally inspecting this car for 45 minutes. Just to try to Jew me down some more shit. You know what I told him? Hey, this ain't the car for you.
Right.
What do you say to him?
Motherfucker got 38 hot. Man, what you mean? I mean, I want to get it, but I just want it. Nah, man. I'm not going to sell you this car. It's not the car for you. I'm not.
You doing too much. You doing too much, bro.
Yeah, it's not the car for you. Because you're gonna say this at this price right now, and then when we go in his office, you're gonna say you thought about this and you want to drill it down some more. You wasting time, man. I just wasted 45 minutes with you before you do your inspection. It's a fucking. Remember that BMW?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I sold it to a nigga whose son worked on BMWs. He came out, he looked at his son, looked at it, he said, yeah, it's gonna need some seals, this, that, and the third, but the price is right, blah, 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 blah. Bang, out the door.
There it is.
Or some of my worst customers are the ones where they want to do all the negotiating up front, but you ain't even looked at the car.
And that's how you know they don't know what they're doing, because anybody that's going to get a car, what you do, you bring your mechanic with you.
Unless you are the mechanic.
Yep.
Right. But you know what else I get is, oh, can I take it to my mechanic? No.
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 Like I said, bring you have to pay that mechanic with you.
They think that the dealer is trying to get over on them. Like, if your car is good, why wouldn't you allow me to take it to my mechanic? Because your mechanic is in this to get paid.
Yep.
Your mechanic gonna say it need this, and this, and he need to take that off the price so that you can give it to me.
Yep.
So if I got it at $5,000 and he said it need $1,500 worth of work, well, they really only need $800 worth of work, but he gonna charge you $1,500 anyway.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna let you take my car. Oh, let's say, okay, because we all got Mopars. Let's say, oh, I got a Dodge Charger, and then can I take it to Dodge so they can look at it? Fuck no.
Nope.
Why? Because Dodge can try to pick it apart. Like,
all type of recall shit, all that shit.
But Dodge gonna try to pick it apart so that somebody from Dodge can sell you a brand new Dodge.
Yep.
So you think I'm gonna send my potential customer to Dodge? But what I will tell my customer now I'm not opposed to you checking out the car, but bring your mechanic with you.
Yep, period. That's how I go anyway.
And then I had some niggas come out and claim their mechanics like, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. Then you trying to check the engine oil, the car running.
Right. You're gonna burn yourself.
The oil level too high. First of all, my nigga, this is a Nissan. Second of all, it's at operating temperature. Third of all, the car is running. So yes, it's gonna be higher than normal when you pull the dipstick.
Yeah, turn it off.
Turn it off. Give it a second. You know what I'm saying? Then check it. You like, what are you doing, man? Like, get out of here.
Yeah, dog. Customer service. I realize customer service. You gotta have patience. That's the key.
Yeah. But it took my homeboy to tell me. He was like, bro, you are not in car sales. You are in customer service. I lost another sale from a chick because her son's homeboy was on the phone with her, and she was already set to get the car. I had her bread together, everything, right? She said, is there anything I need to know about this car? I said, I fixed everything, but it does have a small valve cover leak. We're talking about a Nissan Rogue. It has a small valve cover leak. It's right here. Pop the hood. I can show you. This is the valve cover. It take these 6 bolts right here. It's literally a rubber gasket right there. You can take it to my mechanic. He'll give you a great price on it, blah, 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 blah. This nigga gonna say, oh, no, I had that same exact car. And that shit, it ended up blowing the motor. Yeah, because, nigga, you didn't put no oil in the motherfucker. You never fixed the issue. You know what I'm saying? So this particular lady is still carless, right? And the lady that I sold it to, took it back to the shop, and the shop fixed it for free.
Wow.
Fixed it for free the next day. By the time I finished the deal and went back by the shop just because I was up there bullshitting, the car was up there. They was like, oh, yeah, we just going to fix it.
Listen to the wrong motherfuckers.
Yeah, you listen to it. You taking advice from a nigga who ain't there. Why he ain't come with you? He don't know.
Right.
What's his credentials? Who is it? I had the same car. Nigga, no, you didn't. But I understand you know what I'm saying? You don't want it to be screwed in the situation, but
you should have brought your ass up there.
Right.
You brought your ass up there.
Well, that's how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it goes.
Jay, you all right over there? You look like you lose. You look like you falling fast.
No.
Okay, I'm just checking.
Just daily.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. You see, I'm doing all this rubbing of the beard.
Hey, the life we live, this happens daily.
Man, man, man.
Am I tired? I'm always tired.
Nigga, I've been tired for the past 10 years.
Yeah.
I've been tired for the past 10 years. I don't remember a day recently where I ain't been tired.
Hey, and when I get off the phone with y'all, I'm gonna go take a shower, get in the bed, wake up in the morning, and the saga continues.
And still be tired.
When I get up, I'm tired. Shit, then when I get up, I'm tired. When I lay down, I'm tired. Just call me tired.
Oh, man. Honestly, though, I wouldn't track the amount of freedom that I have with this entrepreneur shit. I wouldn't change it, man. I wouldn't change it. I'm so happy that I'm not on a W-2 anymore. And it's nothing against people who work a W-2 or a 9 to 5 or whatever the case may be. But the level of freedom that I have to move around throughout my day versus having to be in a certain area at a certain time off of someone else's schedule that is not dictated by me, that means the world to me, man. That means everything to me. Now it's more of my choice. Like, yeah, I set appointments and I have to be there for it, and I have to do this and I have to do that, and I have rules and regulations I have to abide by. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the world we live in. But to not have to go necessarily answer to a hierarchy outside of just the government, I'm cool. I can appreciate that. I can deal with that. I can live with that.
Man, I feel like I done got so used to the freedom that it's almost like it's a second. It's well, it's like this. You ever get something done or start doing something, and your mind kind of forgets what life was like before you start doing it? So I kind of forgot what it's like not to have freedom because I've been doing it for so long.
But yeah, I'm with you. Like, I remember when I got off the slave ship, or was pushed off the slave ship, I should say. I was like, damn, I didn't realize I had this much time in a day.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a lot of time in my day. I was giving these motherfuckers at least 11 hours out of my day. You figure an hour commute. You know what I'm saying? Hour commute, 9 to 10 hours there, and an hour commute back.
Yes, sir.
That's half your day. And then what? Sleep 6 hours? Try to spend some time with your kids and shit? And then back at it? Man, please. Or hold on. Let me go back to my roots. What? Stop.
Yep. So, but yeah, man. I mean, it's just the life we live. I gotta fucking. I thought about it tonight. I'm pissed off at myself. I got a fucking ticket I gotta go take care of tomorrow. Probably got a warrant already for it. I'm supposed to pay this shit like Tuesday.
It be all right.
Yep.
It be all right. You go in there and pay. All they want is their money. They just issue the warrant to secure their money.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go to tomorrow and try to take care of that. So I might or might not end up going to work tomorrow.
That shit like child support. They just do that shit to secure their fucking secure their bread.
Well, here's the thing. That's true until you get pulled over.
Well, yeah.
That's how they secure their bread.
Yeah.
That's how they leverage you. They gonna get it one way or another. Now that part we know. They're gonna get it. They're gonna get there.
That's why you doing what's right, taking care of that shit tomorrow.
That's why, yeah, exactly. That's why it's on your head. Like, shit, let me get up my ass up in the morning and take care of this shit because I don't need to get pulled over by nobody, going to nobody's jail, trying to get out. Exactly.
They get you on the bullshit day, like you run into the store on a Sunday.
Ooh.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
No.
In Tuesday.
Catch me with a load on the trailer. I'm 5 miles from the drop.
Yeah,
I'll be right back. Be Tuesday next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because once they get you in there, you gotta wait this many hours, 72 hours for this, and blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. Or let them get you on a Friday. Oh, you got to sit there for the weekend.
Yep. So,
yes, sir. So I'm gonna end this shit with I'm Osiris the God. Oh, hold on, wrong hand. That's Justin. Oh, let me get my camera shit. That's just Justin. That's Jamal the Fly Guy.
There you
And it's
go.
Talk Your Shit Saturday. We down to 2 hours into this. I appreciate y'all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell us we're a piece of shit. Tell them too they great. I don't give a fuck. And we out.
All right, man. Peace out.
All right, peace.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm talking shit every goddamn motherfucking day.